Today, we talk about
that shoe originally was all white.
So yeah, fucked up. I've atoned for my mistakes here. Made it wrong right. The Fugazis have already been returned. Let's get it. Whew. Cool. Off to a good start. Enough with the shenanigans. Am I right? So sad how good these fakes have gotten, you know? I got bamboozled. Shout out to the community over at R Sneakers. Without a few of you pointing it out, I never would have figured it out. I typically buy from Go, but I got lazy with this last release. I was just like, the guys seem legit. I'm gonna be honest with you, but in any event, boom. Pop, pop. Thanks, Jay. What a signature. It legit just looks like an eyelash that you just can't take off. But anyway, thanks, Jay. Inside out box. Jordan on the inside. Compare it back to the original video I posted with the Fugazis, but yeah, just in case, here's the details on each side of the box. Size 11. Jammin. Helvetica. Crosswalk pattern. Off-white branding. Paper. Ooh, they just hit you right in the face with that. Open it up and the green just goes kapow! I dig it. I'm actually a huge fan of the green ones. Orange ones, boom. So this was the key giveaway with the fakes, in case anyone's wondering. It got pointed out that these came in the fake with the plastic bags.
Get a plastic bag.
Whereas the real pair will come with the laces just tossed in. So I dig that. Just got hit with this in the face. Felt real good.
Pause. You know what a pause is?
Yes. Pause not.
Oh, and then the other thing I didn't notice with that last Fugazi, which I already pick up now, on the inside of you see the embossing nice and imprinted on the other side, which I wasn't really paying attention to the first time around. Zip tie, obviously, will remain on the shoe. Forget about it. Otherwise, honestly, I really got bamboozled. No joke, but there you go. The over-exaggerated tongue. I really got to meet this guy, man. He's got to sign my shoes. The perforated tongue. Those fakes smelled good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember how they smell compared to these, but those fakes smelled good, man. I'm debating keeping the Made in China tag on there. I feel like I will actually. I think I'm gonna do that. Why the hell not, right? But yeah, big ups to Reddit. And just a couple other notes. I remember seeing a video by Jay over at Urban Necessities where he got bamboozled recently too, which again, he'd be the last person I'd expect to get bamboozled like that. But man, these fakes are getting good, man. These off-white fakes are getting pretty good. And with good merit, because this was essentially, to me anyway, it feels almost like a Nike Hail Mary redemption attempt to atone for what they did with the whole Kanye situation. That's my thought. You got a guy in Virgil who's from within the school of thought of Kanye, and he just absolutely annihilated this entire collection. And you get strong comments about this whole collection from people who are just even casual sneakerheads. And then the whole debacle with the release. I mean, did anyone not see that coming? Am I alone on that? So I really wasn't surprised when I didn't get any of these. I just lolled. There's nothing else to do, really. Shout out to you though if you got a pair, but definitely not me. But yeah, just to leave you guys with a couple tidbits. Again, straight from the source, Virgil himself. He did comment on how he was going about designing these, which I found very fascinating in light of recent events. Virgil?
That shoe originally was all white. And I was in the airport, I was at Newark, I can remember it, and I was going through the security and I saw somebody in a white pair of Dunks and I couldn't tell the difference. And I was like, emergency. The Jordan needs to be the Chicago colorway. That shoe would have just been a sort of anonymous white shoe. And then I was just thinking about the kids on the Hypebeast comments being like, his career is over, yes. Throw him off the ledge.
As soon as these dropped, surprise, surprise, what news came out? Boom, this photo of what seems to be that prototype pair. So, then I was debating maybe I should just return these too and wait for that original pair. But I think just hearing Virgil's explanation and how it ended up on the Chicago colorway.
But I was thankful I could contact Nike and it wasn't too late. Jordan, vintage, I love the 85 Jordans, the real ones, but when I buy them and like, the foam is a toxic and I can't do vintage that deep. So I wanted to give the feeling of an 85 vintage Jordan, bought it like round two, but like brand new out the box.
I feel like this is going to be the red Air Max 1 OG relative to the Tinker Sketch that they dubbed the Air Max 0, which I get it, but I don't. You know what I mean? So I think kind of in the same light, this will go down as that OG red Air Max 1. And with that prototype coming out, if it does come out in the all white, that'll be more of your, Air Max Zero, so to speak, if the analogy holds up, if you follow. So I feel like for that reason alone, I may just hold on to these, and maybe I'll be convinced to pick up the white pair when it comes out, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just settle with these, because I think these are just going to remain a staple. And on top of the fact that with it being the Chicago colorway, it pays tribute to Virgil's hometown and where he grew up and his roots to Kanye and that whole thing. So it's almost fitting that it ended up becoming the red Chicago 1 colorway. So, and honestly, the other iconic thing about this shoe, if you watched Virgil's lecture that he gave at Harvard recently.
First question, can you sign my shoes after this? Second question is,
if you want me to sign something, I gotta leave in 10 minutes, so I'll do it.
Right now? I'll walk,
You gotta throw it. You have to throw it from there, and I have to catch it. If I don't catch it, all of these shoes, I'll take 5 shoes.
Hey, one of me. I'm gonna be a decent human being. I'm gonna be a decent human being. Just leave mine right here. I got a marker for you. I got a marker right here. I got one.
This is gonna keep going. Is the mic still on? Somebody make a video of this, because I'm just gonna use phone.
This is Harvard University, all right, folks? This is where young minds go to become real-world adults. And this Virgil project elicited that kind of response, that kind of just gut instinct to just express love and emotion and passion like a crowd mentality. It just kind of speaks to how much of a nerve Virgil's cracking on with these kicks, man. But really, it's just a microcosm for what he's accomplishing as a whole under the moniker of Off-White. So I'm really digging being alive and cognizant of what's going on and following along. I'm pretty psyched out. This is pretty OD. And yeah, I'm Virgil, I'm excited to see what you got coming up next, man. Oh, Virgil. But stay tuned, I'm gonna actually compare this to the 2015 remastered Chicago 1 Retro, and we'll compare them side by side and we'll just see how big of a deal it is in the flesh. But with that said, thanks for tuning in. Some more Off-White content to come. If you haven't seen my review of Off-White, the brand, as far as its history and its ethos, you can click up here to kind of fill you in on some backdrop as to why these are so iconic and will go down as very arguably the shoe of the year by many. Oh, also, for any of you trying to get the Off-White industrial belt, just a little tip if you're getting it as a guy. Yeah, that whole wrap around twice thing, when you want to take your pants off, it's going to be kind of annoying. So I've come up with a solution. I call it the ribbon. So all I do is thread it back and forth through this first loop after I tie it off. And then ribbon it off. Boom. All set. All set. But yeah, hope that was educational. We'll see you on the next one. We out.